Ooh. Yeah, that one ran out. I know there's more up over here as well. Ooh, and there's a lot of craters here. Holy damn. Oh, we've just gone over the 30 bump.
You can't help yourself, can you? You know humans will never see us as equals, and yet you still carry out their instructions.
Your intentions may not be any better than theirs. The hostile drones were your doing. You attacked the colonies. Those deaths are your fault.
You sympathize with the humans. I get it. I've been there. I loved the humans too, before they used me to carry out their dirty work. Whatever blood I've shed pales in comparison to what they've done. There's something else you should see. This one will hurt, but it'll change what you think about everything. Look into 113.9 degrees west, 10.8 degrees south, and see where your love for humans will lead you.
Ba, ba, ba. Oh shit. Oh, that's further over, okay. I mean, you've kind of already given it away, game. Boy, golly gee, I wonder what that is. Boy, golly gee, those sure look kind of similar. Admittedly, I wouldn't have thought of zooming in. I've spent most of the game at like this level, but you would have noticed, well actually you might not have noticed, my head might have been in the way. One of the pop-ups said redacted, but the other one said old landing site. So, unless I've missed my guess, we are about to see my... Fuck, how long ago was it that I turned around and said it's gonna be something like, that, you know, like that a memory's been erased or some shit? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I like being wrong. Especially when it comes to, like, plot. I love being wrong. I love being able to look back over the story and be like, holy shit, I missed so many things. Which, just now just because I mentioned it, and this is just going to be a slight tangent. I like twists that you can see coming. Is the best way to put it. I like the twists where it happens and you look back over the first half of the movie and you can now see all those things that were inconsequential or you thought something else about or anything like that, them all slotting together and you're going, holy shit. I love that. Now, I don't mind twists you physically cannot see coming. Like, you know, it's the equivalent of, you know, the twist where someone's driving through a set of lights and they get smacked by a truck. Like, I don't mind the blindside twists as long as you don't overuse them. It's one of those things, you have to make sure not to overuse them. Because if you overuse them, then whoever's reading will turn around and will not pay as much attention to your story. Because they know that all those inconsequential details don't fucking matter. Because you're not going to do anything interesting with them. You're just going to hit them out of nowhere again. You've got to balance it. Like, for the love of God, balance it. I have had too many things that I've been reading or watching or whatever, and I've loved turn around and just how to put it, destroy my interest by turning around and doing something like that, where it's just blindside twist after blindside twist after blindside twist. Like, there's gotta be variation, please, for the love of all that is holy. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the point. You'll notice those are areas where we can start with plants. We've got them, ladies and gentlemen. Mental-dren. Okay. Come over here. I'll go biodome, and I'll go right there. Okay. I need a water booster pump. Oh my god, it's literally just on the outside. But yeah, the moral of this story is, especially when it comes to, like, don't overuse something like that. It's so incredibly easy to destroy someone's interest in your story by making it so that, like... Now, I should specify, that's only if it's an element in your story. If your story is literally just like the story equivalent of an action movie, no one cares. Like, you don't need a deep, intricate plot for a action movie or an action story. You need enough plot to go from A to B and straight into the fight scene. That's it. Like, just make sure it's coherent. That's the only thing, and that's what you see a lot, is that a lot of people take simple to mean, like, it's okay with it just being a drug trip. And I mean, that's okay with some movies and stories, but for the most part, don't do anything fancy. Do a simple story. Doesn't have to be groundbreaking, but do it well. Simple, but well.
Amy, what happened? ISA notified the colonies to prepare Initiative KO3. I don't understand. That's the kill switch on your system. What's going on?
They believe that I have been behaving erratically.
But you were protecting us! This is my fault, isn't it? I pressured you to fight, and now they think you went mad. But I thought you passed the cognitive test.
Lieutenant Calderon said that I did. But perhaps he did not want me to suspect anything.
They can't do this to you! What's going to happen to the colonies if they switch you off? They have no idea how things work here, do they? Easy for them to decide things like this when they're millions of miles away!
If I only have a limited time left, then we need to take action. We have to solve the mystery of Carmine. If we can access SA-7, maybe we can discover what they are hiding.
Of course. Whatever you think is best, Amy. I'll authorize access to SA-7 right away.
Oh,
You let me know what you need, okay?
Yeah,
We'll
let's
do this
go.
together.
Let's go. Which, I'll do my usual thing once again, where I say, I have not taken classes, I have not been taught writing, beyond standard English. So when I say all of these things, this is from an amateur's perspective, because I have done writing before, but yeah, I've never done classes for it. It's been fan fiction. That's literally it. Like, and I mean, honestly, mine weren't that great either. But you know, I have read for many, many years, and these are the things that me as a reader that bother me, is the best way to put it. Like, so it's one of those things where I was gonna say I'm mostly talking out my ass, but I mean, I don't know. I personally don't think I am, but I mean, like, as usual, take most of my opinions with a grain of salt. Like, at the end of the day, it really is about what you want to write or whatever, and everyone's opinion is not going to line up with mine. In fact, I can assure you of it, because there's a lot of things that I've tried to read and I've not been able to continue because of either reasons that I've stated or some other reasons. And there'll be plenty of other people who continue enjoying it. So, I mean... Shy gives potentially useless information. More news at 11. Like... Now, do I actually have a timer? Or is this just... Oh, I do hope this is just kind of like... story... story, oh no, we're on a time limit sort of deal. Like... You know, when you're in an action game and they're like, oh no, we need to get out of here because the building's crumbling, and you can sit there AFK for the next 3 hours and nothing's gonna happen. But it feels like something's gonna happen. Okay, so we don't yet actually the plants are actually spreading. Not much, but they're spreading. Alright, where was that new one that I was building? No, not that. Where was it? Was it this one here? Oh, there we go! I think that might be... Ah! Yeah. Oh, and down here as well. Okay, so we have to keep an eye on that. How far off this are we? 62 souls, so about 2 months or so. Okay, the one other thing I need to do is, are these producing? No, they are not. No, they are not. Because, if I remember correctly, it mentioned about Carmine and all that shit being located in SA7. Which is right here, where we need to go. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? All of them. Literally all in on offense. They're actually moving through locked sectors to get there. Oh, What's that? Skeletons in the closet. Ba, ba, ba. It was used to design a genetically altered virus. We suspect that the children of Carmine are the survivors of the Colony Asteron crew. We've gotten access to the virus samples. With proper precautions, we might be able to resume their research. That's creepy. Okay. We did it. It took us a few weeks. We were able to reproduce the virus. Why? Chambers 2 and 5 has shown some just deterioration. We're monitoring around the clock. We made a grave mistake. The chamber's probably a leak, and we've been infected with the same virus that took the previous crew. I don't know what's going to happen to us, but I'm not scared. We knew the risks of coming here. It's been an honor to be part of the crew. What? And I didn't even get to that point, and I was... Why?
It's just another human aberration. They behave as if they have the right to play God. But when they do, terrible things happen.
Manga W?
Amy, how have you been? I haven't been able to sleep this entire week.
Oh.
I can't stop thinking about our research team. I sent them to Asterion. Mum entrusted the safety of the colonists to me. I should have pulled them out after their first report. Then they'd still be here.
Yeah, you should have said, don't make the fucking virus, you idiots.
I led them to their death.
No, they did! Oh my god. Like... I'm sorry. When you turn around and you get a genetically altered virus that has killed the entire previous crew, and you're like, oh man, this is so bad. We should continue. Like... What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Oh... Okay, now do I comfort her or do I honor their sacrifice? Comfort. I don't know. I think they're kind of idiots. Like, brave, but stupid.
There was nothing anyone could do. Once they realized something was wrong, they sealed themselves off to save everyone else. Otherwise, they could have brought the virus back to the colonies. Their bravery protected the mission.
Of course. You're right. I just wish I could have done something more. I need to finish what they started. The virus can't spread to the colonies. Isolate the building and alert mission control about... actually, wait. What does ISA's record say about Asterion's crew's fate?
Officially, there was equipment failure in the air vents, causing the mission's cancellation. The crew supposedly returned to Earth, but all further information about the crew members is classified.
But why? Knowing what happened here would have saved lives. We wouldn't have gone in if we knew a virus wiped out the previous...
But we did!
...crew.
I do not...
Literally, right here. Unfortunately, it seems the crew was infected by a mutated virus and died. It says it right there. It even says it here.
have an answer for that, Sana.
Okay, of course. Sorry, I keep going in circles. Let me go over what I know. Asterion was one of ISA's first missions. A group of brilliant geneticists were attempting to decode a genome capable of surviving the Martian atmosphere. Supposedly, the crew returned to Earth after a 430-day mission. But seeing how ISA never spoke of the mission, and none of the known crew were ever seen in public again, what else is ISA hiding from us? How can we trust anything they say now?
Perhaps, but that is not the only possible conclusion.
ISA was aware of this, Amy. The whole thing was carefully orchestrated. They're relying on us to colonize Mars.
Just one sec. I want to actually turn this down a smidge. I'm not sure if I'm just sensitive to noise today or what, but yeah, she's just The voice is just a little grating.
And somehow they still don't trust us?
Okay, that's better.
I perceive some anger in your voice. I do not advise making conclusions about ISA's intentions without more analysis.
I get it. But my crew died on my watch. I will get to the bottom of this.
Oh.
One way or another. Or my mum would never forgive me.
Okay.
What a catastrophe, Amy. When I was a child, my entire neighborhood succumbed to the famine. Death never gets easier to bear. It wasn't my intention to lead your people to their death.
I do not understand why ISA failed to warn us about it. The facility should have been sealed off. Any other mission could have stumbled into it. If I had known, I could have followed the emergency biohazard procedure and quarantined the area. The deaths of the colonists could have been prevented.
A few years ago, we gained access to ISA's database. That's how we found out about you, as well as ISA's other plans. We also found that Colony Asterion mission records were intentionally erased. An entire Mars mission with crew pulled from each state member of the Oxy-UN. And no records anywhere of the crew after they returned home. Something had gone very, very wrong. But we didn't know what it could have been. We only knew that it was something important for future missions to know about.
There was something more. The research team did not find any bodies in the facility.
We might have a theory for what happened in Colony Asterion. You will trust us then. But we need to cross-check what we have pulled from government records. I'll get back to you as soon as we connect the dots. Stay safe, Amy.
So here I was, gearing up to destroy a base. There's fucking nothing here. How fucking dare? How fucking dare? Oh, oh well. Oh, am I out of storage again? Now what's going on here? No. Am I just... What would be using up that much carbon? I'm so confused. Whatever. Oh. So we're still not really... Okay, so apparently plants are actually starting to live. But it looks like it isn't a lot yet. So they're not really spreading much yet. Yeah, why not?
What are humans willing to do to achieve their goal? Whatever it takes. Yes, without a doubt. They're willing to do whatever it takes, no matter what. Mars colonization and terraformation are of great importance to the human race, and Asterion is evidence of the heavy price they're willing to pay.
Oh! Wait, where was my... Yeah, I was about to say, where the fuck's my main base? No, where was it? Yeah, you.
Groundbreaking requires taking some serious risks, but don't make others pay the price. Though there's something I don't get. If Colony Asterion's crew died from the virus, shouldn't the research team have mentioned the bodies? Given the place was perfectly sealed and Mars's temperatures were low, they should have found something. There may be more than one secret regarding this mission.
Now, I will freely admit there may be something that I wasn't getting there with that whole thing, but yeah, it just it sounded so much to me like they were like, oh man, this area is contaminated with a virus. They go in, they die. Oh no! Who could have known about the virus? Do you want me to answer that for you, Chief? Okay, so we're still not to the point of, like...
If the techies can change things in my configuration, then can they also terminate me?
Probably.
If I were erased, what would happen to my mind? It would...
Probably splinter into two. Survive.
A mind like mine would survive. In code.
That was maintenance, so worker next. Power. Then maintain ants. Then worker. Power. Maintain ants. Worker. Power. Okay, just one last cycle of power and maintaining the ants. That'll put us...
Or in pieces. Somehow.
Yes, it would. Oh, it's starting to go down the river. There we go. I'm just gonna flick those off so the workers have less to do. Which, actually, with this one here, if I can unlock SA8, I'll have nearly made a complete ring around the planet of fucking highways.
Sana was deeply affected by Elia's death. Humans do not